What the heck, as long as I'm up here, might as well do a little bit about my garden. Up on the roof to do a little repair. Saw this view, I'm like, hey, this looks nice. So anyway, the first thing down in the corner over here is my blueberry bed. Planted those blueberries last year, maybe 2 years ago. They kept getting nibbled down by critters, so this year I finally put a net around it, and they're doing quite well. Hopefully next year I'll finally get some blueberries. Along the fence line, above that, there's 2 big pots. Those are potatoes I'm trying to do in pots this year. And the littler pot next to that is just what holds the door to the hoop house closed. There's some squash in pots there that just haven't gotten out yet. Continue along the fence line along the back, you see that dark mulched area. That's where I just put in those lilac bushes I was talking about in that other video. You can see the big garden space. In the winter I obviously cover it up, and it's my little hoop house, greenhouse. Behind that there's another 4 by 8 foot bed, which this year I had onions, garlic, and a couple volunteer potatoes. So now I got some lettuce and kale and stuff like that I hope will come in for the fall. The 4 by 8 foot bed with the sort of trellis thing on there that is not quite complete, that gets tomatoes in there. Same thing with that, it was getting nibbled, so I put the fence around it, and then somebody came by who was apparently 4 feet tall and nibbled the top of the tomato that was in there. So I got to put another row of fence around that. You can't see it as well probably from up here at all. On the big hoop garden there's actually netting all the way up to the top of that trellis, so that when that happened nothing got in there. The small bed all the way to the left is strawberries. It just started this year. The bed right behind the scarecrow is asparagus, which is going crazy. I just planted that this year. Outside the fence are barberry, because that's the only thing that the deer don't eat around here. Well, that and daffodils. I've tried everything else. There's stuff that's across the street in the neighbor's yard that's unfenced that the deer don't eat, but the deer come to my house and they just eat everything. It's ridiculous. Hate those stupid critters. So anyway, just was up here to do a little repair and